everybody. Welcome back to Aviary Attorney. We are visiting the Fox to ask about
He was investigating
the
La Halls
shooting.
Market, yeah.
And we just had a conversation about the Viridian Killer.
So, we're going to get on with what we came here to do.
Yep, of course. Monsieur Volpez. We heard that you were investigating the murder at La Halls.
I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's.
Aww. More of an acquaintance, really? Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads? Any juicy clues?
You're going to have to pay for that, too. Not as such. It's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch?
I did.
You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? You only know of one police officer, or indeed one person, who wears an eye patch.
Yes, but... No, they specifically didn't say... I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That is the obvious answer, but...
Yes.
The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Volpez?
He's getting a little...
He's getting a little... But...
Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian Killer. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his Anemone?
Falcon, I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Monsieur Volpez.
Goodbye and good luck, Monsieur Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, Madame.
Monsieur Volpez? That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution in blood, Monsieur Volpez? Just like in 1830?
Yeah.
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 Alright.
Alright, so it's the 12th. We have until the 15th.
The 14th. I'm going to say let's go to the garden, because we're going to start in the garden and make our way to the...
Okay.
I mean...
Yeah, works for me.
Let me think. So it takes 10 minutes to walk from the Palais de Concorde to this very spot. And the Palais Royal lies 5 minutes north of here.
Oh, I thought it said miles.
Nope.
I can't read and you can.
It's debatable.
But the crowd will be fairly large and slow. It may take twice, maybe 3 times as long to make the move.
Having a logistics problem, madame?
Perhaps. The plan is to walk the crowd from here through Tuileries to the Palais Royal. But if we take too long to pass through the Tuileries,
Whatever.
the police will trap us in. We could be flanked and slaughtered.
That is quite an issue. Honestly that, but...
We don't want to run. That's stupid.
Yeah, don't
Somebody
run.
will get trampled.
Going around, it would take longer to go around.
Yeah. But also, the palace is going to be heavily guarded, so...
Yeah. They're meeting somewhere that's a 10-minute walk to here.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to walk through here to get to the palace, which is another, what did you say, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's like a 30-minute
Yeah.
journey. If they go around the Tuileries, they may not get flanked, but it'll take them longer. It's
Yeah.
either go around or meet at the palace. Why not just go around? There's a nice wide main road that leads straight to the palace front door. You could avoid the gardens entirely.
Marching across the gardens makes for a better political statement.
That's stupid.
But I can't fault your reasoning. Going around would diminish our chances of being stopped and trapped. I'll pass the idea along to Piero and see what he has to say. He's the one in charge of leading the crowds,
sounds
after
like a
all.
bad idea.
Yeah. That bird-brained parrot would probably just shoot the idea down, right?
Probably, but I appreciate your input. I don't know if you genuinely want to help or if you're just telling me what I want to hear out of fear, but thank you, Falcon.
No problem, madame. It's for the Second Republic, right?
Right, for the Second Republic.
I feel bad for her because she's being manipulated.
Oh, she is so hard being manipulated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, this is our last stop.
The Palais Royal. Just look at this disgusting den of fat cat bourgeois and the hypocritical politicians.
The king is probably in there as we speak. Probably sitting in his high chair, stuffing his bloated face with cake and wine while he boasts about being the perfect citizen king.
I picture him actually sitting in like a baby's high chair.
Yeah. It's funny because everything we've seen of the king,
He's super nice.
he's super nice, and he thinks that he's caring. He's just got shitty people under him.
I think he probably is like a figurehead. Is what I'm guessing.
Because everything he said, they like. I'm trying to remember like the last time where he came in. I think he said something that might have made him seem a little dickish, but most of the time
he was like preening about how he was the king and how he was the highest of the high,
But
But he is the
again,
king.
he's raised up to do that by other
Yeah.
people.
So I wonder if I feel like he's probably a puppet.
Yeah. Especially with, like, the wolves and shit.
Yeah.
Doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Alright, did you come here just to moan about the king? No, I've come to assess the potential battleground. On the day of the rebellion, I might order Piero to set up a barricade over there. What do you think? There? Right outside the Palais Royal? Of course, it's the perfect place for a defensive garrison. We can gather furniture from nearby buildings, build a wall, and position rifles to fend off the police. When the time is right, it will serve as the ideal location to launch our assault on the palace. So, you weren't just throwing empty words in the tavern. You actually intend to dragging the king out of the palace through violence. Of course, he will never abdicate of his own volition. It's not as if I want to see bloodshed, Falcon. It's necessary. It's inevitable.
That's what you've been told.
Yeah. I mean, we have to be realistic. There's no way to bring change to the country without using violence, is there? I think there are ways. People look back on the violent moments of history, the executions, the wars, the bloody revolutions. But who's to say that a country could not be overturned just through the chance of the people? A pacifist revolution. Interesting. I would love for such a thing to be possible. Maybe. It would be better to avoid building the barricades. At least until it's clear that violence is inevitable. That's good. It's a good compromise, madame.
Very nice, very nice.
Here we go. This is the day.
Here it go.
Pont d'Arcs. This is it, Falcon. This is the day we make our stand. Everything is coming together as we speak. Fontaine is gathering the protesters at the Palais de Concorde. Piero is making preparations to build and arm a barricade near the Palais Royal, just as a precaution, you understand. The only question that remains is, are you ready? Honestly, not at all, but we gotta say, of course. I'm sure. Absolutely. Bring on the revolution, I say. That's the spirit. Come on, let's see how the protest is going. Falcon and Beaumont arrive at the Palais de Concorde. It is thick with the chants, shouts, and cheers of hundreds of protesters. I can read. A line of mounted soldiers stand shoulder to shoulder outside the entrance to Tuileries. Sorry, I have to burp. This is amazing. I had no idea the Second Republic had this many supporters. But of course, you didn't think we were just a few animals huddling in a cave, did you?
Kinda. I mean, you were meeting underground in the catacombs.
The desire for revolution runs deep in the city.
That wolf motherfucker over here.
This motherfucker. Everything's in the place at the Palais Royal, ma'am. Just say the word, and we'll set up the biggest barricade you've ever seen. Then we'll all storm the building and drag that cocky king out his chair. There's been a change of plan. We're still going to protest, but we're going to do it peacefully. No firing from behind barricades, no violence, no capturing the king or prime minister.
Madam, are you feeling all right?
Quite all right, thank you.
Fuck off, Remus. But what of your desire for a better France? You cannot achieve that without bloodshed.
I like how there's, like, actual people in the background, like,
Yeah.
human people. We can certainly try. Falcon convinced me.
Falcon.
Pacifism seems like the Christian approach, wouldn't you say, Friar?
Ooh, burn! I see, so that's how it is. Excuse me, madam. I gotta go run and cry to my brothers.
I think the friar disapproves of this new strategy. He probably thinks I've gone soft, and maybe I have. I'm not deviating from this path, even if each and every rebel leaves my side. Don't worry, ma'am. You aren't alone.
We're not here for violence, madam. As long as you strive for a better France, we'll always stand with you. Good guys.
You know these wolves are gonna start shit.
Ugh, this stupid bullet wound. The damn thing's opened up again. What's the news, brother? Is everything in place? We have a problem. The mademoiselle refuses to use violence. She's turned timid. Turned timid? How? It appears that the lawyer, Falcon, is something of a lion tamer. J.J. Falcon, that bird is proving to be more troublesome than the rooster, I swear. Brother, listen, if there's no violence, then there will be no power gap. One leader will just peacefully replace another. We need chaos for our plan to work. Guess we'll have to follow through with our contingency strategy. I'll find the victim. You find the suspect. Don't push yourself, brother. You're still injured.
Fuck off!
Right?
Look at those.
Look at those foul scum!
Look at those foul scum! Look at those scum. Foul vermin, the lot of them. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words, Sparrowson. Every one of these petulant dissenters will take the first opportunity to turn aggressive. They lust for violence. Oh, I finally found my pirate again.
They don't look too violent to me.
Trust me, this is just how the crowd looked before the July Revolution.
This guy should not have been let back on the police force. He's totally got PTSD.
Only takes one crazed individual, and the entire crowd will explode into a frenzy.
That's what the wolves are counting on.
This motherfucker!
Hey, it's you!
Friar, it's good to see you again.
No time for pleasantries, Inspector. You're needed urgently on the Place de Concorde.
Me? Why not ask one of the officers on active guard duty?
There's no time to explain. Any minute now. Ah, did you hear that gunshot? It's already begun. Come on, Inspector. We must make haste. You guys hear the kitten chirping? Inspector, I really don't think you should be trusting this friar. He's a two-faced wolf.
I thought you were saying that yourself.
Nope.
Friar Remus has provided me with reliable information in the past. I trust his judgment.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
But, Inspector.
This isn't up for discussion, Sparrowson. I have a duty to uphold.
Fuck you.
Stay put. I'll be back in no time at all.
Suck my dick. But, what should I do now? Let's make a move.
Is he gonna go find him? A gunshot. It was nearby, too. So the friar was right. Violence really is an inevitability. We haven't reached that stage yet, madame. We can't afford to take chances. Not now. Pierrot, march the crowd to the Place Royale and construct the barricade. Yes, ma'am. Fontaine, Falcon, we're going to find the source of this disturbance.
Oh, I hope they find the wolf.
No, they're not going to
know.
because this shit.
It came from here, Inspector. Hurry, hurry.
I'm moving as fast as these old legs will. Mon Dieu, a body. The fuck is that?
It's a bird human.
Well, they all have human hands.
Oh. I never noticed that.
Yeah. This woman must have been the target of the gunshot we just heard, but I don't see a shooter. I think the gunshot came from over here. Inspector? Falcon, well, I should have known that the Viridian killer would have had a part in this. Inspector, I'm not... What do we have here? A filthy cop and a dead girl.
Madam, thank goodness you're here. I saw the whole thing. This poor innocent mademoiselle was approaching the police line with her hands in the air, when all of a sudden this brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel!" He drew his gun and shot the bird point blank through her heart.
What's this nonsense? What are you prattling on about, Friar? Thank you for your input, Remus. It hardly surprises me that a member of the police would be the one to cast the first stone. I think we're all being a little rash. Let's just take a breath, examine the situation, and... Wait a moment. You wear an eye patch. You only have one eye, Inspector. How observant. Tell me, were you the policeman who killed the rat at La Halls, too? La Halls? La Halls? What are you talking about? 2 incidents of a one-eyed policeman gunning down an innocent victim. There's no...
Oh, sorry.
What we have here is a filthy, corrupt individual who takes pleasure in oppressing the common citizen. Am I right, Inspector? I really shouldn't be surprised that a stupid rebel makes stupid assumptions and comes to stupid conclusions. But open your damned eyes, mademoiselle. I am not the assailant here. Don't call me mademoiselle, or stupid for that
You're
matter.
being stupid right now, though.
You are. Your guilt is plain to see. Given the circumstances, I ought to judge and execute you here and now. Falcon, don't just stand there gawking. Vouch for me. Yeah, I know him.
I don't think, no.
He's not going to let him... Madam, I know this man. His name is Inspector Valerty. He is ruthlessly law-abiding, so much so that I can't envision him shooting a man without just cause. Oh, shut up, Falcon. I'm done with your idealism. I listened to you, I took your words to heart about avoiding violence, and now a girl is dead. Well, I'm done taking chances. Can I just flip the computer right now?
I know, right?
Remus, help me escort this invalid to... Well, that's how you spell invalid, too.
Yeah.
Help me escort this invalid to Pierrot's barricade. I'll decide his fate there.
With pleasure, madam. Oh, I fucking hate these wolf motherfuckers. Come along, Inspector.
Fontaine, Falcon, deal with the corpse. Meet us at the barricade when you're done. Oh my god, I just want to punch somebody right now. There's no way that this was the work of the police.
You know what, Falcon? I think you might be right. An isolated gunshot, this far away from the police line, it doesn't make any sense at all. But that's rebellions for you. They're messy affairs. Sometimes innocents get caught in the crossfire and there's no reason for it. Well, there's no use dawdling. Help me get the corpse off the streets.
Not yet. I'm going to examine the body first.
Examine the body?
We agree that this wasn't the work of Inspector Valerty, right? Then there might be some clues on the corpse that points to what happened.
An impromptu coroner's examination, huh? Fine, you have 2 minutes.
We have the bullet extracty thingy.
We do.
After that, we're heading to the
Oh,
barricade.
that's me.
Sorry.
After that, we're heading to the barricade, whether you're done here or not.
Just kidding. Select the gunshot wound. Well, there's an...
That's a handprint.
That's a handprint.
That's the gunshot wound. And those are the only 2 things we can... Oh, we can examine the face.
Alright.
I'm starting with the gunshot wound.
Yeah.
We're timed. Well, I think we're timed. This is a bullet, right? Can you tell me about it?
This is the bullet wound, right? What can you tell me about it, Fontaine?
Well, it looks like the bullet took a fairly straight angle of entry through the mademoiselle's back.
And she wasn't walking toward.
Yeah. The shooter was probably standing right behind the victim.
What's the bullet size? You know its caliber?
Let me guess. You're hoping that the caliber of the bullet was different from the caliber of the inspector's gun. That would conveniently get that one-eyed police officer off the hook, wouldn't it? But I'm afraid I can't help you. I couldn't possibly know a bullet's caliber without having a good look at the bullet itself.
Well, look.
And as you can plainly see, the bullet is 3 centimeters deep in the flesh.
3 whole centimeters.
3 centimeters.
3 whole
I can
centimeters.
stick my fingers
I
in the
know. So, you need to see the bullet itself. Well, it's your lucky day. Help me retrieve the bullet, Fontaine.
Retrieve? You mean dig it out?
I assume you have a little more experience in that area than I do.
Well, you're not wrong there. Fine, this will only take a moment.
Why didn't we use our thing?
I don't know. Here you go, 1 used bullet.
Because it's only 3 centimeters in.
It looks like a standard lead rifle or pistol ball, but I'm afraid I cannot tell you its caliber.
Why is that?
The bullet fragmented upon impact, monsieur. I gathered all the pieces, but I cannot assess its diameter with any accuracy. Still, I would guess that it was 13 to 17 millimeters. Sorry I can't be more specific.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, monsieur. Check the handprint. Check the handprint. What's this mark? It almost looks like a handprint made in blood.
Probably the mademoiselle's.
I don't think so. The handprint of a left hand on the girl's left shoulder? There's no way a person could comfortably reach that spot on their own back.
I suppose so, but if the handprint doesn't belong to the girl, then who does it belong to?
The murderer. It has to be. The question on my mind is, why is the handprint made in blood?
Maybe they moved her.
Did the murderer sully their hand on the girl's gunshot wound, or were they injured prior to the shooting? There's so much to uncover here, and no time for a thorough investigation. Device.
I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing else.
Yeah, I think it gave us plenty of time. Everyone's been so fixated on who did this and that. Oh, who did this, that nobody stopped to ask who this girl was.
I don't know, monsieur. Given her clothes, she's probably just another working girl. Does that mean a prostitute?
Just another?
I didn't mean to sound glib, but it's true. This is one mademoiselle among thousands who live in Paris.
Sorry, apparently Jasper has decided now is the time to get up.
Yeah. Who was she? Where does she work? Will her family miss her? I don't know, but the long run, I don't think anybody will care.
I care. I can't afford not to. I don't know who this mademoiselle was, but I'm going to see it that justice is brought about for her death.
I think we're done here. There's nothing left. Check the ground. Do you see anything? Oh.
Ooh. It's a long shot, but maybe this girl's faking her injury. Just for the sake of thoroughness, I ought to check for a pulse.
Right.
No, nothing.
I thought I'd seen something when I was mousing over up there, but I was like, no, I didn't see anything. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. I'm mousing over the ground. Oh, okay.
I'm done here.
Very good. Let's move this body off the street. Then we must hurry to the Police Royale.
Rest in peace, mademoiselle. I'll see to it that justice is done.
Thanks, Falcon. Everything's going according to plan. According to planned. Is that how you say that?
No, according to plan, and also it said just as planned.
Oh.
That's why you read planned.
Okay, that makes more sense. The madam's probably fuming right now. She'll attack the Police Royale, the Prime Minister will flee, and then... Excuse me, monsieur. What do you want? I'm busy. Don't you recognize me, monsieur? I know that my disguise is a little more complex than yours, but I assumed you would recognize Prince Juan when you saw him. You're Prince Juan? Indeed, and you're Judge Romulus, the corrupt wolf. I know what you did. You tried to assassinate the king. You shot the croque monsieur, and just moments ago I saw you murder a maiden in the Place de Concorde. You are truly a vile individual, aren't you? Yeah. As if you have any proof of any of that stuff. I'm out of here. I also know that you're 1.5 of the Viridian Killer.
That's right.
Z-Snap. On any other day, I would gut you where you stand, Fox, but as it happens, I'm a little busy today. Oh, the Viridian Killer is too busy to kill me?
So why did Falcon change his name? They've made that a big plot point, and now they're not even going to tell you.
I wonder if his last name has something to do with or maybe his family was in politics.
Maybe.
Yeah. Is that the truth, or is that bullet wound of yours starting to affect your prowess? You must have lost an awful lot of blood. What do I do? Oh, hello, Monsieur Volpes. Ah, Monsieur Sparrowson. Perfect timing. Who now? Oh, you're that fledgling. I guess this is what they call being stuck between a rock and a hard place, huh? Monsieur Sparrowson, be a dear and help me restrain the Viridian Killer. This guy? He's a Viridian Killer? That's more like Judge Romulus to me. Well, you would be right about that, too. Wow, so he's 2 scumbags in one. All right, then. Ow, mind the wound.
So we're still having a trial.
Quit your whining, Your Honor. Very nice takedown, Monsieur Sparrowson. You may want to check his pockets for weapons. He's something of a notorious killer, after all. Of course, let's see what we've got here. Aha, here we are. A pistol. Probably the one used to kill the maiden, I suspect. What else can you find, Monsieur Sparrowson? Andrea's freaking the fuck out.
I'm excited because I was so angry until, like, just now. I'm glad somebody found this motherfucker and tackled his ass to the ground.
This, an eye patch. Weird. What would this wolf want with an eye patch?
Okay, we already knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that was coming.
Oh no, this is bad. Very bad indeed. I don't get it. What's with the eye patch? There's no time to explain. Mousy? There's she, or he.
What is it, Monsieur Volpez? What is it?
Take this eye patch to J.J. Falcon. If my fears are correct, he'll be somewhere around the Palais Royal right now. Tell him that it belongs to Remus's brother. Hurry now.
Right away, Monsieur Volpez. Right away.
Go, little Massy, go. I must go too. I need to find the other half of the Viridian killer pair before something terrible happens.
Remus?
Yeah. Wait, Monsieur Volpez. What am I supposed to do with this guy? You have his gun, don't you? March that wolf to the nearest police station and collect your reward for capturing Judge Romulus. What a strange day.
Thank you, Sparrowson.
Yes.
Outside the Palais Royal,
We should probably go to another episode.
they have constructed a makeshift barricade out of furniture, branches, rocks, and anything else they can find.
And so
You couldn't stop me.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop me!
You can't stop me! But I'm going to stop her here so that we can hopefully throw down with these wolf motherfuckers in the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is J2A. We just want to say thanks for watching our video.
We appreciate any and all support we get from viewers, new and returning.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Thanks again, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.